In January of 2014, Adrianna Tutko, who at the time was 10 years old, was at Hershey Medical Center. As I noted earlier, she'd had a seizure disorder when she was younger in New Jersey. At some point, she ended up having traumatic brain injury and required constant treatment, although it was given to her in the home. On this occasion, in January of 2014, she arrived at the Hershey Medical Center. She was dirty. No family visited her at that time. A referral was made from Hershey Medical Center to Dauphin County Children and Youth. They were concerned about whether she was getting proper medical care at home, whether there was neglect at home for Adrianna, and the fact that no one had come to the hospital. That call was also screened out in January 2014, which basically meant there was no follow-up on behalf of Children and Youth after that time. The next contact, unfortunately, was on August 1st, 2014, when the discovery of Jarrod Tutko Jr.'s body occurred. The grand jury, in looking into the Tutko matter, has issued what we call a presentment, and that is a recommendation of additional charges to be filed in that matter. The grand jury has recommended that charges of aggravated assault and endangering the welfare of a child be filed against both Jarrod Tutko Sr. and Kimberly Tutko involving actions and neglect of Adrianna Tutko. As I said, Adrianna was 10 on August 1st, 2014, when authorities came to that residence. Her heart rate was low that night. EMTs came. They believed she was going into shock. She was transported to Hershey Medical Center. The doctor that treated her at Hershey Medical Center noted that she had wax from ears that came out from her ears onto her face. Her eyes were matted shut from secretions. She'd lost 15 pounds in the course of a year since the last time she was in Hershey Medical Center. She had scales and creases in her skin and in her hair. And in her 30 years of being a pediatrician, the doctor could not recall someone in that type of condition. In fact, for a few days there, it was very uncertain whether she would survive. Adrianna required 6 baths at the medical center, and even then, the doctor noted she still had a faint odor about her. You may recall that Mrs. Tutko had claimed in statements earlier that she had little to do with the care of Jarrod Tutko Jr. because she was responsible for the care of Adrianna Tutko. Those charges against the Tutkos, that recommendation for charges is a recommendation by the grand jury. However, we plan on acting on that and filing those additional charges against the Tutkos in the near future.